Hi, my name is Janeta. Welcome to my channel Zazaline, where we do practical sewing, anything from wallets to bags to cosmetic pouches. And today we are going to be working on this cute little bag. So this is the front, this is the back. It has a nice slip pocket. This is fully lined pocket, and inside we have another pocket. So it has 3 pockets in total. I put a nice hardware. This is the strap connector and adjustable strap. I'll just show you how it looks when you put it on. See, so it's cute little bag. It's not too big and not too small. Just enough to put your phone in, maybe some car keys, a little bit of makeup, snack, anything. So yes, so this is what we are making today. You can combine whatever fabric you have. It doesn't require too much fabric. I used vinyl and linen, but you can combine it. You can just do fabric, you can just do whatever your heart desires, and it depends on your machine too. So if you have a domestic machine, you probably don't want to go anything too heavy because there are gonna be some layers that you will have to sew through. But yeah, let's get started. Okay, so let's go over all the things we need. Of course, we need the pattern, and the pattern you can find at zazalinestudio.com. Then elastic, and this is for the inside slip pocket, strap, and slider, and these ones, let's call them figure 8 rectangles. I don't know the proper name, so it's gonna be figure 8. And then we have a zipper. I just would like to mention a few notes, few little tips about this pattern. So I am using for the main panel, the accent panel linen, and it is a little thicker, but I still used interfacing. If you are using something like vinyl, you don't really need interfacing. You can use it if you want a little bit more structure, but if you are using cotton, or in my case linen, I did use interfacing. And so that goes for the panel A, B, and also F. So the back panel slip pocket, I also used interfacing, and I'm gonna put in the description below what kind of interfacing I am using. And the other important note, when you are cutting out the C panel, there is one side that is smaller and one side that is bigger, and it has to be cut mirror image because you will need the patterns like this. So it's a little bit smaller on the top and a little bigger cutout on the bottom. So it has to be cut mirror image, and you will need 4 pieces of the C. Okay, so we are going to start with the front panel and the pocket. So we will need A, B, and D. You can put them on a side, and I have a directional print, so you just want to make sure that the design is going to match the top and bottom if you are using the same directional pattern. So we are going to take the bottom piece, which is the B, our zipper. The head is facing left, and we will just flip it down and clip in place. Then we are going to take our lining, which is the D, and that's going to be the pocket. And I'm using waterproof waxed canvas, and the good side goes down towards the zipper, and again align the edges on the side and the top and clip it in place. Now we are going to go to the machine, and we are going to sew as close to the zipper as we can. If you have a zipper foot, that's going to help you a lot. Once we are done, we will open it up, and I would suggest you take it to the ironing station, and you just iron it so it's a little easier to manage and easier to sew. And then we will go back to the sewing machine and we are gonna top stitch. Okay, so now we are gonna take our panel A. Make sure you have the right side for the directional pattern, and we are gonna place it down, clip it in place, then we will turn it around, and we are gonna take the bottom of the lining and we will bring it up. And we will take it back to the sewing machine, and we are going to try to go as close to the zipper as possible. Okay, now we will open it up, press it down, and top stitch. Okay, so we just made the front pocket. Now what we can do is cut out the excess zipper and just top stitch right here so the zipper head doesn't come out. Okay, so now when the pocket is done, you have a nice pocket. We are gonna grab the seam, and as I mentioned before, we want them mirror image. So hopefully you cut them the right way. Now we are gonna place them on the side. The shorter side is on the top, and the longer one is on the bottom. And now we are gonna clip it in place. And we are gonna sew 1/4 of an inch or 5 millimeters on the sides. Okay, so now we are gonna open up both sides and we are gonna top stitch. Okay, so now if you have your own logo, your own tag, now it would be a good time to add it on. So I can either put it on the top, but it's a little tight, so and I find it a little too busy up here, so I'm gonna put it on the bottom. And the back is gonna be about this is where it's gonna fold, so my tag is gonna be on the bottom. So let's find the midline, and it's optional. Wherever you want to put your tag in is fine. Okay, so I found my midline, and it has to be a little bit higher, so it's sitting just above the fold, and so this is somewhere in the middle, so I think it's gonna be right here is a good spot. I'm gonna make marks, and now I'm gonna do tiny little slits in the fabric. Okay, so the front panel is done. We can put it on the side, and we are gonna bring in the F So that's the back panel slip pocket. So we will be working on the back now. So again, I have a directional print. So I want to make sure that it's running the same way as this one. So all I'm gonna do, I'm gonna fold it in half. I will press it down. And then I will introduce the new panel, which is the G. And the G is the top panel, or not panel, but it's to cover up the raw edges and just to add a little accent piece. So we are gonna fold this in half. And press it down. And then we will fold it towards the midline. Press it down again. And then we will do the same thing on the other side. If you want, you can clip it in place so it stays. Okay. And now we are just gonna put the both sides together. If you want, you can press it one more time just so it stays in place and it's easier to manage when we are sewing. Ooh, hot, hot. Okay. Once it cools down, we can grab both pieces, and all we are gonna do is slide it in. So we are just covering the raw edges, that's all we are doing, and adding a little accent piece so it's not boring. Okay, and now we will take it to the sewing machine and we are just gonna top stitch right here. We are gonna introduce new panel, and that's E, and that's the back panel. So this is gonna be back of the bag. And we are gonna attach the slip pocket, but we are not gonna put it all the way down because the bag is gonna fold. So we want to have this as it folds down. And how do we know where it folds? We are gonna bring back the C panel, and let's just see. So it's gonna be right here. So this is where the back is gonna fold, and that's where we are gonna put it. Let me just grab the measurement, but it looks like an inch. Okay, so let's just say we are gonna place the bottom of the pocket 1.5 inches from the bottom, which would be 4 centimeters. So this is where we want to attach the pocket. So just clip it in place. And we are gonna take it to the machine, and we will do 1/8 of an inch. We are just gonna attach the sides, the pocket, to the back panel. Okay, so once you attach the sides and you know it's nice and straight, now we are gonna top stitch on the bottom. So we actually have a pocket. So right here, top stitch on the bottom, not on the top, on the bottom. Okay, so once we have our pocket, so we close the bottom, we are gonna bring the C panels again. And as you remember, they have to be cut mirror side, and the bigger square is on the bottom, the shorter square on the top, and we are gonna place it and align it on the sides. We will do that on both sides, and just do the same thing what we did at the front, on the front panel. After we are done here, we are gonna do a 1/2 centimeter, which would be 1/4 of an inch, and then we are gonna open it up and we will top stitch just like we did right here. So we are gonna repeat the process. Okay, so now we have the back panel and the front panel, and they should be exactly the same. So you can measure them, and you can see that this cutout is a little bit smaller than the one on the bottom, and but they should line up pretty much the same. So we are gonna put them on the side for now. And we are gonna work on the inside slip pocket. So we are gonna grab I, and now we are gonna place the good sides together. And all we are gonna do, we are just gonna sew the sides. And so once you are done on both sides, we are just gonna cut the corners a little bit. Don't cut in the stitching, and we will flip it inside out. And push out the corners. And just press it down with an iron a little bit. Okay, so once you press it down, we are gonna grab the elastic. And whenever I'm working with elastics or straps, I like to seal the edges. So let me just make this side a little cleaner. And let's seal it up. Don't burn the house down. Okay, one side done. Okay, nice and sealed. Good. And now we are gonna take it to the machine and we are gonna wrap it around. We are gonna leave a little piece over like this, because then when we are sewing it in place, we are just gonna fold it. So leave about 1 centimeter, which would be 3/8 of an inch. And we are just gonna clip the one side, because what we are gonna do with the elastic, we will stretch the elastic, and that way this whole thing is gonna get a little smaller. So let's do 1 centimeter over, clip it in place, and let's take it to the sewing machine. Okay, so this is what we want to end up with. So we just pull it a little bit, not too much, but we just want this to keep a little shape on the top. to close down the pocket. And we are gonna grab H, sorry for the shake, and that's the lining, and we need 2 linings, so let's grab one. And again, when you look at the pattern, the top is the shorter one. So the bottom has a perfect square, the top does not have perfect square. And that's what we want to have on the top. So we are looking at the good side of the lining, and now we are going to attach the pocket on the lining. So we want to go a little bit higher above the cutouts. So I would say again about 4 centimeters, the same what we did with the slip pocket on the back. So when I take the ruler, it's about 1.5 inches, which would be 4 centimeters. And what we will do, we will place it in the middle. And we will attach the middle part, just so we know where it's supposed to be. And now because the top is a little bit shorter than the bottom, what we will do, let's just place it this way. Okay, so let's see if that's the midline. So we have 1.5 inches from the bottom, and let's find the midline here. Okay, so we know this is the midline. And yeah, it's in the middle. Okay, and now what we will do, we will fold it, fold a little piece towards the midline. So I have about 1 centimeter, 3/8 of an inch. And we will do the same thing here. So we will fold it towards the midline. And again, it's about 1 centimeter or 3/8 of an inch. Okay, I'm gonna remove this pin. And now we can pin the rest. Okay, and you just want to make sure that this side, let me zoom out a little. So this side is the same. Let's pin it in place. And then this side is equal. Okay. So first of all, what we will do, we will attach the bottom. So you want to have the bottom. Once we have the bottom, we will go on the top, and you want to fold this under. And the same thing here, you want to fold it under. So we have nice clean edges. Okay. Anyway, so let's take it to the machine and let's do bottom first, then we will go on the top, and then we will go in the middle. If you want one big pocket, that's okay, you don't have to do the middle. If you want to have two smaller pockets, then do the middle. Okay, so there we have the pocket. I decided I will just keep it as a one big single pocket because it's not a big bag. If it was bigger bag, bigger pocket, I would probably split it in half, but this is gonna be good for keys or makeup or whatever you want. So I will keep it as it is, and we can put this on a side. Okay, so now let's work on the straps, on the connectors. So I'm gonna clean up the edges again. These little flyaways. Okay, and now very simply we are gonna place it here, the wrong sides together. We are gonna take it to the machine, and again with a zipper foot we will try to get as close to the hardware as possible. Okay, so now we are gonna start putting things together. We are gonna grab the front panel, the lining without the pocket, and a zipper. And so let's put the zipper on top first. So we are looking at the zipper, the head is facing left. We are gonna flip it down, and because my zipper is much longer, it doesn't really matter where the midline is, and I will clip it in place. Then I'm gonna take the lining, and it's the good side of the lining I will place on the bottom. And now we want to line up the edges and the top edge and make sure it's all lined up like this. So it ends at the same spot on both sides. If you want, you can find the midlines. I will just wing it. I will go by the sides, and we will take it to the machine. And again, we will try to stitch as close to the zipper as possible with a zipper foot if you have one. Okay, so now we are gonna open it up. You can press it down and top stitch. Okay, so once you top stitch, we are gonna take the other panel and now make sure that the slip pocket is on the top, and we are gonna flip it down. And again, we are gonna line up the top edges. Then we are gonna flip it over. And you can do it in 2 steps. The first step would be that you sew the zipper in first, and then you do the second zipper. I will do them at the same time. Now we are gonna take the other lining with the pocket that we did, and again the pocket is on the top. We are gonna flip it down and we will attach it, and again we will line up the edges. You can see the edges here, so they have to be all lined up. And it should work out nicely. And we are gonna go back to the machine and we will try to get as close to the zipper as possible. Then we will open it up and we will top stitch again. Okay, so this is what we should have at this point. We have the pocket that you can reach from the left. When we flip it over, we have another pocket, and again we are reaching it from the left. So now we are gonna separate these two, and we are gonna have the exterior panels and the lining facing each other. We are gonna clip it around. This is the spot where we are not gonna sew because we will need it when we flip the bag inside out. Also, we need to open this pocket. So have it open, and then let's clip both sides. Okay, so once it's clipped into place, we are gonna go on this side, this side, this side, this side, and this side. But here we are gonna leave opening. So at least this much. Back stitch on both sides so your stitching doesn't come apart. And we are not gonna do these squares yet, so just the straight sides, except of this one where we are gonna leave it open. Make sure the zipper in the middle is open. Okay, so I hope you didn't forget to keep this open. And now we are gonna do the corners. So very easily we will place them like this together. And if you can open up the seams. And hold it in place. I'm gonna take my stronger clipper. Okay, and so we are gonna do all 4 of them. Okay, we are gonna take it back to the sewing machine and we are gonna sew all 4 corners at 1 centimeter, which is 3/8 of an inch. Okay, so now we have the 2 holes on the side. I have done one, and I'm gonna show you how to do this one. So we have to make them flat. So we will do one side flat and then the other side, the lining, flat. Almost the same like we did the boxes, but I mean the box on the bottom, the corners. So this is similar, but we are doing 2 at the same time. So it's gonna look something like this. But before we close it down, we will place this one inside, and we want to put it on the exterior panel, not the lining side, but where the exterior panel is. And we will just push it in, and we are gonna leave a little bit outside, just like here. See, I did leave about almost looks like 1/2 inch out. And then we will make it nice and flat. We want to make sure that this strap, the connector, is in the middle and it's straight. And then I need my bigger clip. And then we will take it to the machine and we are gonna go across. I have a walking foot and I'm using walking foot for this domestic machine. I don't know how strong your domestic machine is. If it's not very strong, I know it's too late now, but the vinyl is quite thick and then you have few layers in here. So, but you can try, you never know. Some domestic machines are actually pretty strong. So we don't want to underestimate them. Okay, so I'll take it to the machine and I'm gonna go across here. Okay, and so once we are done with the sides, we are gonna, through this big opening, we are gonna turn it inside out. Okay, so once you flip it inside out, that looks so cute. We are gonna close down this lining, the bottom of the lining. So just close the gap, go back to the machine and stitch it out on the bottom and then push it back in. Okay, so we closed it down, we will push it in. Make sure you push out the corners. Very nice. You can see how it looks. Oh, that looks so cute. Look at that. Okay, so now the last thing is the strap. So we have to add the strap to these. Okay, so we are gonna grab the long strap, and again, I'm gonna seal the ends so we don't have any flyaways. Okay. And now we will take our slider, we will go over the slider, the mid bar, and we are gonna fold it in. And take it to the machine, and we are gonna do nice rectangle and cross. Okay, so now once we have the slider in, we will take the other side and we are gonna go under and then over the slide, so over the mid bar. We will push it out, and this is what we have. Okay, so we have the one side, and then we need to connect it on the other side. So we will go under again. Now we will fold it and do the same thing what we did on the slider. There we go. Clip it in place. Take it to the sewing machine, and again we can go twice, or if you can manage to do a rectangle, just secure it in place. And this is it. I hope you liked today's tutorial. If you did, please hit the like button, comment below, and please subscribe so you don't miss any of the future videos. Okay, see you next time.